Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Campus Progress News. I'll be your host, Samantha Gonzalez.
And I'm James King.
Following the unveiling of a new immigration plan by a bipartisan group of senators and a renewed push from the Obama administration, the time is right for comprehensive immigration reform. However, myths about immigration and immigrants are still common in our society.
Campus Progress went to the campus of George Washington University to find out exactly what people think about immigration reform.
Now, to our reporter in the field.
Thanks, Samantha. I'm here at George Washington University to talk to folks today about commonly held beliefs about immigration or undocumented immigrants. Let's see what they had to say.
Well, that they sort of bring trouble to our country, that they're taking our jobs. I guess they are illegal, they're breaking the law, but that this leads to them breaking the law in other ways.
They use a lot of public services more so than they contribute to the economy. They take from the economy in public services. They use hospitals, probably public schools if people have children, just things like roads, public transportation that are subsidized by the government.
That they break the law a lot. They're responsible for crime. They're a drain on society, I would say, is in terms of the comment, what they say for undocumented immigrants. And I'd say it's overall negative.
Fun fact, crime rates have fallen 14% in the top 19 immigrant-populated states, compared to only 7% in the other 31. I also asked people how immigration affects them in other ways, such as public services, taxes, and the economy.
Quite often I think they get screwed over in that, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you are kind of working on the sly with somebody else's social security number and so on, the IRS takes money out of your paycheck, but then you don't get to file a tax return and get some of it back.
We wouldn't be able to have as cheap of labor if we limited sort of the amount of immigrants that came in to just those who came in over the table.
There's this stereotype of the Mexican guy, right, with the driving along I-19 with his old ramshackle truck with, mattresses and furniture and who knows what lashed to the top. And that's true, and you see that on I-19. But that guy, he's not doing that for his health, right? He's doing that because somebody's paying him to do that. I don't know what he's doing, but he's making a buck doing something that someone else wants him to do, making an honest living.
According to the Center for American Progress, it will cost roughly $285 billion to remove all undocumented immigrants from the United States. So I asked folks, what would you do with the 11 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S. today?
Call it path to citizenship, path to legal status ought to be open to those people, the majority of them who live peacefully and not as a burden on anybody else.
If it was up to me, I would come up with a plan to get them on a path to citizenship. Something like if a person has been in the country for a certain number of years and has been able to support themselves and hasn't committed certain crimes, I would say put them on a path to citizenship so they can stay here and work and vote.
A recent Gallup poll shows that roughly 7 out of 10 Americans favor improving the immigration system regardless of the political affiliation. No doubt this will continue to be a hot topic for this Congress and administration.
Where do you stand on comprehensive immigration reform? Share your thoughts with us online at Campus Progress on Twitter and Facebook.com/CampusProgress.